from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Season Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's the reason we beg for circle round twice for the encore. You know.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check. Lucky. 15. Lights 49. Get that quarterback. Get on. Under 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The ball carrier.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that's probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So if we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was tackled at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They're going to go toss right side with Ekeler. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Ekeler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Ekeler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
That's the end of the
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Chargers.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 3. We got
Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. That'll be taken in by Anderson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here is Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown.
Justin Herbert keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And he'll go back to Kelce. This time it's caught. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Mahomes again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, They used their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. Yellow. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Hey, 57. Hey, Mike 52. I got it. Hey, 43, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. It's good to make it 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Chiefs 17, Chargers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
King on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Eckler. And he spins past him and into space. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Let's go. You tighten up. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Go, check.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To the air again, Herbert. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, but now it's third down.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Herbert throwing again. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. 49, guys. Mike, 49. 6 man. Check curls. Yo, go. Switch.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Yellow. 56, Mike 56, right there. Easy.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the locker rooms.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chargers.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And right away, he'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And 11 at the 39-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Eckler running it, finding some room at midfield, and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50.
2nd and 11 now. Draw play. It's Eckler. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Herbert off of play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with it.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down, Los Angeles.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
2nd and inches at the 4-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Come on. Where's it? 52. I'm scared. 52's the
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. What's it? No, check that. We got mic 52 right here. Hey, Ripley. In your face.
And that'll set him back 5. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Everyone got 4 down. Mike's 49.
They go play action. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. It's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 36, Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelce, and it's third down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, 57, call him, 57, call him. Hey, yo, go.
On first down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Chargers' 4-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Here's Herbert now on second down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Running on first down, Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Charger ball carrier, Derek Nottie on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard.
It's Eckler again.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
8-yard pickup, and the Chargers first down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Herbert able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
16 yards.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Offense for them. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play, and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, and this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
53, Mike. I'm trying to collect. 53.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And going deep for Hill. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike's 56. All day.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.